Republican U.S. President Donald Trump said on the Monday he will restrict federal funds for the New York City if the Democratic candidate Zohran Mamdani wins the city mayoral election on the Tuesday, and also urged the supporters to vote for the former governor Andrew Cuomo. If the Mamdani wins the election, Donald Trump said on the Truth Social that it was highly likely, and also I will be contributing to the federal funds. It is a no chance. Also, other than the very minimum as required, I won't be contributing. Polls show that Mamdani to be leading against Cuomo, who is running as an independent after losing to the Mamdani in the Democratic primary, and also the Republican nominee Curtis Silva. The Donald Trump said a vote for the Silva would only help the Mamdani and urged his supporters to back the Cuomo. Whether you personally like Andrew Cuomo or not, you really have no choice. You must vote for him and hope that he does a fantastic job, Donald Trump wrote. Republicans have attacked Mamdani's candidacy throughout the campaign, with Donald Trump casting the self-described Democratic Socialist as a communist. Mamdani, a Uganda-born state assembly member, shocked political observers also on the June 24 with the convincing victory in the primary. Mamdani's policy include hiking taxes on the New York City wealthiest, raising the corporation tax rate, freezing the stabilized apartment rental rates, and increasing publicly subsidized housing. Also, his rise presents both risk and rewards for the National Democratic Party, which acknowledges the need to appeal to the young voters but is wary of the Republican attacks over the Mamdani's criticism of the Israel's occupation of Palestinian territories and his democratic socialism, which has worried the New York's finance community. Trump has used the threats of the federal funding cuts throughout his second term in the office over the climate initiatives, transgender policies, pro-Palestinian protest against the Israel's war in the Gaza, and diversity, equity, and inclusion practices. Zohran Mamdani's policies range from hiking taxes on the New York City's wealthiest, raising the corporation tax, freezing stabilized apartment rental rates, and increasing publicly subsidized housing, raising worries among the finance community that the city's competitiveness will suffer. His rise presents both risk and reward for the National Democratic Party, which also acknowledges the need to appeal to the young voters but could become more vulnerable to the Republican attacks due to the Mamdani's criticism of the Israel and his democratic socialism. Also, on the Saturday, the Obama rallied alongside the New Jersey's Democrat gubernatorial candidate, that is Mickey Sherrill, who is competing in the closely contested race against the Republican Jack. He also attended a rally for the Virginia Democrat candidate, that is Abigail Mamdani, has also developed a plan aimed at luring the working class people and the young adults for whom it is becoming hard to call expensive New York home. The Democrats shut out of the power in the White House, and both chambers of the Congress are seen negatively by 63% of the U.S. voters, according to the July poll in the Wall Street Journal, the party's lowest approval rating in 30 years. His platform highlights includes a freeze on the rent hikes as well as free bus service and daycare. Mamdani's virulent opposition to the President Donald Trump has a strong symbolic appeal for a Democratic base which feels almost entirely powerless in the present moment.